Let's have a quick revision of demand through this audiobook within 5. Demand in economics refers to the different quantities of a commodity that all consumers are willing to buy at a given price during a given period of time. There are mainly two types of demand. They are 1. Individual demand. It refers to different quantities of a commodity that a consumer is willing to buy at a given price during a given period of time. 2. Market demand. Market demand refers to the different quantities of a commodity that all consumers in the market are willing to buy at a given price during a given period of time. What is individual demand schedule? Individual demand schedule is a tabular representation of different quantities of a commodity that a consumer in the market is willing to buy at a given price during a given period of time. What is individual demand curve? What is individual demand curve is a curve showing different quantities of a commodity that a consumer in the market is willing to buy at a given price during a given period of time. Now let's know. What is market demand schedule? Market demand schedule is a tabular representation of different quantities of a commodity that all consumers in the market are willing to buy at a given price during a given period of time. What is market demand curve? What is market demand curve is a curve showing different quantities of a commodity that all consumers in the market are willing to buy at a given price during a given period of. Some of the important kinds of demand are 1. Price demand. Price demand refers to the different quantities of the commodity or service which consumers will purchase at a given time and at given prices, assuming other things remaining the same. Price demand has inverse relation with the price. As the price of commodity increases, its demand falls, and as the price decreases, its demand rises. 2. Income demand. Income demand refers to the different quantities of a commodity or service which consumers will buy at different levels of income, assuming other things remaining constant. Usually the demand for a commodity increases as the income of a person increases unless the commodity happens to be an inferior product. 3. Cross demand. When the demand for a commodity depends not on its price but on the price of other related commodities, it is called cross demand. Here we take closely connected or related goods which are substitutes for one another. 4. Direct demand. Commodities or services which satisfy our wants directly are said to have direct demand. For example, all consumer goods satisfy our wants directly, so they are said to have direct demand. 5. Derived demand or indirect demand. Commodities or services demanded for producing goods which satisfy our wants directly are said to have derived demand. 6. Joint demand. In finished products, as in case of bread, there is need for so many things, the services of the flour mill, oven, fuel, etc. The demand for them is called joint demand. Similarly, for the construction of a house we require land, labor, capital, organization and materials like cement, bricks, lime, etc. The demand for them is, thus, called a joint demand. 7. Composite demand. A commodity is said to have a composite demand when its use is made in more than one purpose. Some of the 5 determinants of demand. The 5 determinants of demand are 1. The price of the good or service. 2. Income of buyers. 3. Prices of related goods or services. These are either complementary, those purchased along with a particular good or service, or substitutes, those purchased instead of a certain good or service. 4. Tastes or preferences of consumers. 5. Expectations. These are usually about whether the price will go up. 6. For aggregate demand, the number of buyers in the market is the 6th determinant.